has simplified everything. It is an inspiration for, I think that's the first thing to learn from a person like him. And that is why even at the age of 60, he is able to, go and chase his dreams. And then we did the skiing course together this Jan, me and Kedanji. And again, he was a rock star there. Like the guy is wearing the ski for the first time in his life, and give him 4 days and he was sliding down on the ski slopes. Perfectly fine. And now he is off to Europe for some more skiing sessions. So I won't take much of your time. I'm sure everyone wants to listen to Kedanji. So, but my taking from Kedanji, the one big thing I've learned from Kedanji is simplify everything. Simplify your life. Rest you can chase your dreams. There's enough time for other things then.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Perfect. That is more than a good introduction, I guess.
Yeah. He knows me well in and out now, because already BMC and then the skiing course also, and we have become a very close friend now. So I stayed with him also in Delhi when I went there. So we have interacted a lot. I mean, and he is our BMC's cheetah. Cheetah, we say cheetah is too good, I tell you. Okay. He can keep all youngsters behind. So it's always learning from everyone, isn't it? I mean, I too keep learning from everyone. Yeah. That's the way. Yeah. And okay.
Yeah, just 1 minute, into the session, 6:59. On dot 7, shall we start so that we, have that culture of keeping the time instead of making it Indian stretchable time.
Yeah, and keep guiding me, no problem if at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I should start from, I'll just go normally, how it happened in my life, one after the other.
Yeah, so Kedanji, what I would ask you to is to, I know you are bubbling to talk to us about all that, but let's take it with a small introduction and all that. So I'll just come back to you, and probably we should because there are 65 participants today. So let's get to know about what we are doing and how this session is also happening today, and then we will take it one by one. And maybe Kedanji, if there is anywhere that you want to use Hindi, I can also write Hindi in Malayalam and put a line on top of it and say it is my Hindi.
Well, I'll try most of the time. I know that it's Kerala, so I have to.
So English, and then if needed, we will go into a little bit of Malayalam if at all needed. I don't think that is needed, but then in case if somebody needs to be going into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we are on top of the hour right now, 7:01. So I think I'll just get into the act today. First of all, thank you so much, Rajbhai. And first of all, we are now 70 people and growing by the minute. So warm welcome to all the GlobeTrekkers here who are present with us today on this first of the series called the Wisdom Series. And, a warm welcome to all the participants. We are reaching 71. And we have the GlobeTrekker, the members of the GlobeTrekkers. We have the core group. We have friends and families. And we also do have some of the well-wishers and who are wanting to come and, join into the family of GlobeTrekkers. And for them, I think we should just talk a little bit about GlobeTrekkers, the movement that we are in, the family that we are in. It all happened, with 2 or 3 people, like-minded people, who are doing their own ways of, doing trekking and enjoying the nature collectivized. And they said, okay, if this is a spirit, and there is a, the reason for that being, that we are all contained in spaces during our, lockdowns. And if that is a relief for us, so should it be a relief for many people, like who are actually contained in these kind of spaces, working from home, not going outside. Not meeting friends or the family, etc. And then they took it to the mountains and the hills whenever it was possible to do. That thought actually, concretized, and then it became like one bringing the other, and slowly, a group of 5 to 6 people, went into growing into a small group of around 20 to 25 people, and then suddenly there was this thought that, okay, let's do a couple of treks even, or a couple of, outings, hikes before even we concretize or look into any of these ideas. That actually paved way the initial 2 or 3, hikes or the treks, as we call it, into our Wayanad area, which is, highly rich with the dense forest and the waterfalls and the mountains and hills and the valleys. Made it to make it a feel that, we are all one family and we need to join up and then add more people. From where, we had a small meeting, and then, it picked up as an idea that we should, some kind of, bringing many people, and then, officially launch a movement which is going to be sustainable, self-reliant, and strengthening our own roots into nature, wilderness travel, and getting the pleasure out of the nature and the mountains. Especially when you are in Kerala, you have a lot of mountains. On one side of the state is entirely filled with mountains, and the other side is with the ocean. So a combination of these emotions led into evolving this movement called the GlobeTrekkers, and then we came out, branded with a logo, with a cap, with a with T-shirts, with all our paraphernalia, etc. So the growth is tremendous. We actually skipped the toddler or the infancy to a teenager. I would always say that we are always jumping into teenagehood, and not crippled with our infancy. And there you have right now, if you look at it, this is one of the motives of also the movement called GlobeTrekkers, to give out this experience, this blissful experience of trekking to many people across India and the globe. That's why we have the GlobeTrekkers as the name itself. So that is what we are, and this is today's first of its series called the Wisdom series. People like Kedanji here, who have tremendous experience of getting trained, as well as doing his own adventures with many people, the like-minded people in the mountains of India and outside, coming together and addressing people like us who are novices, who have very little experience and exposure. And that's a jump from what came in as an emotion of trekking together, to the origination of the idea called GlobeTrekkers, and then coming into one of the activities which is today that we have. The other activities also, I just wanted to mention about that. We are also planning, because the incoming school vacation is incumbent right now. So it's just incoming. So we are planning for boot camps for children. We also have the social responsibility arm for where, Kedanji, you would definitely be able to guide us, because we wanted to take the differently abled children, or the differently abled people who are in our society, to the hills. And I'm sure, there are people who are experienced with us who does this kind of work, like Veronica and other people here. So I just wanted to say that this is not even the start or the beginning, but then we would definitely want to learn more, and as a bigger group we would want to learn from people like you, Kedanji, and that is why we have put this session here today. And I really want to welcome you warmly into this crowd, and to taking your time out. I know that you traveled yesterday to Kolkata, but Kedanji was actually very sincerely interested, saying that I would rather go into a room where there is internet connectivity, and then try not to get disconnected in between. So thank you so much for accepting this invitation of ours and being today present here, Kedanji. And I want to welcome you to Kerala as quickly as possible, and into the midst of the globe trekking community there. Also, there are other people like Vivekji and other people who are joined from North India, who are also friends and common friends with Kedanji. I want to warmly welcome all of you there, who are all visitors and who doesn't still now didn't have any experience of joining up with GlobeTrekkers. But I would just wanted to warmly welcome you on behalf of the globe trekking or the GlobeTrekkers family into this session called the Wisdom series. May I now take the time to also welcome Veronique. She is our main person handling our social media and all that, and then what we are and where we have have grown into the social media space. Veronique, if you could give us a briefing about that, it'll be nice. So over to you, Veronica. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody to be online today. And we are all online, and we can be more online. There is some options. It's you can become friend to GlobeTrekker India on Facebook. You can like our page. You can subscribe our YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram. And when you have done all this, we have also a website, and we will be more happy to share with you. And definitively, you can join us for the next trek. So stay tuned on social media so you can have all the updates. You can see all the treks what has been already done and all the action who have been done. So welcome, Mr. Kedanji, and up to you.
Thank you, Veronica. I just wanted to, sorry, Kedanji, just wanted to say this, but please, those who are here now, we are 88 people and still growing. Please, you make use of this opportunity to live stream if possible, into your social media handles, so that some of your friends who are probably unable to sort of be in our session right now can also benefit later as we go on with the session today. But let me go directly into that. Thanks for that, Veronica. And I know you have been doing a very good job about promoting us through the the social media handles, etc. But I would request everybody to join us as Veronica was inviting us to into the social media handles and make this more popular. Now I think I'll just move on. It is 7:10. We are right on time, almost 7:09. I think I just wanted to read out something that came as a forward to me. This is very interesting. Bear with me when I say this. So it says, with a photograph of a person on top of a mountain, it says, Sunday morning motivation. This is Ketan, my father, who at 62 years of age is doing all the things he postponed while Mileha and I were growing up. I guess the name is right.
Yes,
he excelled the basic mountaineering course, adventure courses, multiple 30-day treks in the Himalayas, skiing school of Gulmarg, all achieved with grade A+ and ranking higher than the youngsters. I think Vivek, now I know what you are actually talking about. And ranking higher than the youngsters there who sometimes can't even complete the journey due to harsh weathers. This only shows that we can achieve what we truly work hard for. Being passionate is the most powerful tool anyone can possess. This is actually not done by anybody else, but Kedanji's own daughter, who actually forwarded this on social media, saying that, this is what I get inspired from, and my inspiration is my father. And I think that is the biggest testimony for all your achievements, Kedanji, so far. And she's actually promoting you on social media, but saying that you are the motivation behind this. A little bit of information for our GlobeTrekkers here about Ketan Sonji is that, as we said, he is 62 years of, he's 62 years young, I would say, not old. Pharmacist by profession, marketing and sales management. With his own company, he has actually shared his company details with me. He's an entrepreneur. He is into a business, the trip today also in Kolkata, as I understand it, that he's expanding his business even 60+ is retirement age for most Keralites. But I'm seeing one person who's taking the flight from Pune to travel to Kolkata and then, trying to do expanding his business and sales and management on the arena that he is. He started his extracurricular activities as trekking, cycling, mountaineering, a part of NCC, etc. But I think what Kedanji was sharing was his admittance into the Bosla Military School. For 1 month, the summer military training course was kind of a game changer for him. He got enthused and he got motivated into that, and where he participated in rifle shooting, horse riding, then joined into trekking clubs and cycling clubs later. I think that is some kind of a young. Those are the young days that anybody would cherish for. Anybody would want to be part of these kind of adventures. But he didn't stop there. Then in the when he went on into the degree courses and all that, he was part of the NCC, BC certificates, etc. Paratrooping, as well as cycling expedition. I think Kedanji, I don't know, is there anything that you have left in the adventure sphere that you're not tried? And, that is making us all jealous about it. But by the way, we'll contain the jealousy. We'll go ahead. And later, he did trucks around, in and around Sahyadri Mountains. And he always also, did this climbing courses by the NIM, Uttarkashi, Lonavala, his Chandrakhani Pass in summer. That was the first, I think, the Himalayan trek, right? The base camp Himalayan trek that happened in 87. And he says, then I stopped. Then it became, probably I'm guessing that it should be the professional area, the marriage, things that, usually come into one person's life. But he didn't stop there. I mean, he then went on to becoming the member of the YHA, the Youth Hostel Association in India, who organizes a lot of treks and, desert safaris, etc. And he went to Jaisalmer, the Dalhousie Winter Trek, Valley of Flowers, Hemkund Sahib, Vasundhara Waterfall. I don't know. The list is so big, Kedanji. I can't even read out all. Compared to what we are doing, you are truly a veteran, and you have surpassed all kinds of, the dreams that we had in our minds, and you have already crossed that. Just like Vivek said, you are also already into skiing, and now I understand that you are already on way to Europe, trying your hand in some of the mountains there. So I think, what more can I say to GlobeTrekkers than we have this wonderful person here, a veteran truly to the core, and who is still doing, where his heart is leading to. Not his legs and his mind is leading to, but I'm sure, his heart is leading to himself to the mountains. And that is one thing that we will all be taking motivation from. And with that words, I want to warmly welcome once again, Kedanji into our midst, into GlobeTrekkers, and, to take ahead and, share us your wisdom, share us your insights as we are youngsters, trying to do our bits, in the remotest part of Kerala, or we can say that, in one area of the state of Kerala down south, but then we want to expand and also conquer the world as you have conquered the world. So with, that words, I would want to welcome on behalf of everybody here. We are 97 people here, and all those who are, remotely connected to us, warmly welcome Kedanji into this first of its series, the Wisdom series. And I want to hand it over to you, Kedanji. Now the time is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sam. Really, I'm really obliged. I mean, I'm really overwhelmed that you invited me on this talk. I would say even to Shaji and Veronica, thank you for introducing me and making a good media presentation here. I'm a less tech savvy person because I love nature. So I usually, I'm not onto Insta, not into Facebook. I go into nature where there are no signals, That's my way of enjoying the nature and being with nature more than anything else. So yeah, that's fine. And now let me say, health is only your wealth, first of all, because if you have a health, you can enjoy all the wonders of the world anytime, anywhere. Yeah. And I was a weak child, as born in Mumbai, but later on, my father, who sent me on 10th vacation, my 10th standard vacation, to Bosla Military School, where they are training as civilians also. It's a full-fledged military school, but they train civilians, boys and girls also, boys in the month of May and girls in the month of December. They have a 1-month course, which really turned my, me on the other side, where I was not that strong, and it made me strong. And after that, I never stopped. Yes. And that same institute where my dad and my uncle also did that same course. So you can imagine how old is the institute, an institution where they train you for some kind of adventure that you would like to pursue as your profession or as your hobby, whatever. So that's where I started. Then in the college days, our time, I joined my college, junior college in 78. And at that time, this trekking things or hiking, we used to say hiking, and all those things were very minimal of that things. Very few people were doing it. There were no clubs around. But luckily, our college professors were doing hiking and trekking those days. So we as a student joined them, and then we started slowly and steadily all the treks around. Then in the first year, we were young. I mean, we were the new students. Then later on, we started taking interest and initiatives in organizing things with the help of our professors. And then it became even hiking club of the college, and then cycling club, and then NCC and all that, So I never stopped my adventure in any way, It was like all the different things that I used to do it, and I used to enjoy it thoroughly. I mean, so, but those days, even in Sayadris, we used to trek around. We had not much of knowledge and no, what you say, guides around. So there was one Mr. Harish Kapadia's, he's trekked the Sayadri book that we used to carry. He himself had done, he's a veteran, he's still alive, and I salute that guy, and I have followed him and his books, where he has illustrated every bit of, peaks around Sayadris, different regions like Nasik and Pune and, Konkan region and whatnot. So we used to take that book, take some basic guidance. There are bird's eye view type of map also were drawn and all that, and we followed that. Those days the communication was very difficult. We used to meet at Victoria Terminus, VT station, during weekends like Saturday, and you will see some backpackers, there around. We will see who is going where, and then we go together. I mean, so there were no commercial activities happening those days. It was just a good friendly get-togethers, and that's how, as you said, Dr. Sam, that 4 people, 5 people, and then becoming a group. And that's the way that we also started trekking those days. I mean, then suddenly all this Himalayan treks that we thought of doing it, because we did a lot of technical climbs also in Sayadris with the help of some good, leaders who were really good climbers, I should say. I have never led a technical climb up till now. I'm lacking in that, but I'm sure that any young person who will continue, practicing a lot in the outdoors will achieve it very well. I should say that those days also a few of my friends did some basic mountaineering course, which I could not do it because I went out of India for some time, like almost 10 years. So those days I was missing my nature, my tracks and other outdoor activities, because I was not here. And then when I came back, of course, I was married with 2 daughters and all, and then coming back to India and then starting again was initially very difficult, because you have to resettle yourself. So it took some more time for me to, get into this adventurous activity again. As my daughter mentioned correctly, that yes, I took care of them. I saw that they are well settled. They can take care of themselves. And then I also started again. And whatever I was missing, that I started. Like once I saw that the treks are there around, as Dr. Sam also mentioned, I have done a lot of Himalayan treks, but I wanted to do Sandakpur trek. And Sandakpur trek was been done even during adventure course of Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, Darjeeling. So I contacted them by email, of course, as usual, and said that I'm interested in participating in this adventure course. But straight away they said, no, sorry, because you are overaged, because at that time it was around 2018 that I applied for. And they said, no, we cannot give you admission to adventure course. I was 57 or 58 at that time. And then I persuaded the principal of the HMI Institute, his group captain, Jai Kishan sir, an Air Force guy that I approached. I gave my all CVs and I said, yes, due to some or the other family reasons that I have missed out on such training part. Of course, I'm doing a lot of treks, but the training is very essential. I would say that all the youngsters, that you must train yourself first. Then you can really enjoy all the treks very well. So that part I was missing. Of course, I have done during those college days, there were NEEM Institute people came to our place and conducted some rock climbing course, a short course. It was just a 3-4 days course was there. So that I had undergone, but not the actual institutional trekking programs, which they really train you so well. I mean, so I wrote to them, and then principal felt that yes, let us see and we can try. So he told me that if you are coming here for the course, we will allow you, but we will observe you for 3-4 days. If you are really capable, then we'll continue the course. Otherwise, we'll send you back home. I agreed to that terms, and I prepared myself. I came, I did complete the course nicely. And at that time, principal told me that, Ketan, if you now wish to come for BMC also, that I can give you some special age permission. So I said, yes, sir. I wish that I can do it, and I will see that I'll prepare myself and then come. I will not come otherwise. So let me take some time. And of course, BMC courses are, if you book now, you will get the admission for 2023 or something like that, or beyond. It is always fully booked courses. So it took me another 2 years to join that course. And I really prepared myself. So I say that at this age, if I can do it, why not all the youngsters can do that kind of courses? And these courses are a very good course, very well organized, taught by all the senior most, professional trainers. They are Everesters. The institute's facilities are fascinating, I tell you. Excellent teaching and everything. And they really make you mountaineer. They really make you mountaineer. So I wish that all youngsters should pursue a sort of training around, and then that's how I completed my BMC. I should say that don't waste your time. Take out some time from your studies, from your work, from anything. Go out in the nature. Do as much as possible. If you cannot do BMC, that is basic mountaineering course, which is 1 month, you start at least with adventure course, which are around 15 days course. So then you don't miss out like me in the young age. It's like right time that I would say that it was not that easy for me to do such courses at this age. I did it because I got chance to do it, thanks to the people who agreed on and given me the permission to do that. And with the help of even around youngsters, like as Dr. Sam, you mentioned about Vivekji. So, such people are there to push you also. Of course, it's always an exchange of, inspiration that we do together. So somehow, yeah, I have done a lot of trekking. I am still doing it, and I'll continue doing it till I can. I will surely do that. Anything I should add, Dr. Sam? Anything extra?
I think, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. I think I would request, Vinodji to play, we did just before you came, we were actually trying to play some of the photographs. Probably, it'll bring back a lot of memories to you, and probably, because we have some more time, And if you're free enough, then we can actually, you can hint onto those photographs and start telling us, where, what happened, where, and all, because we are too anxious to hear that, because this is not the man that we saw on the mountain. You are like a poised gentleman like this, but we saw a very aggressive man on the mountain, ready to go, ready to conquer. So I would want you to go into that spirit probably, and then let us know.
Yeah, it's like you go into that environment and you become different animal altogether.
Absolutely, absolutely. That is exactly what I was trying to tell you. So, if Vinod Bhai, can you play that? Is it possible to play? Yeah, okay. Vinod is sharing his screen. Can you stop, Vinod Bhai? Can you stop? Yeah. So I think we're done with around 4 photographs. If you can move around, move back, Vinod Bhai. Vinod Bhai, can you just move back to the first, second photographs, please? I mean, just to encourage you to talk, because I know there are many stories that you can tell us. But then I think
the photographs back.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one probably is more interesting.
और भी पीछे जाइए.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead from here.
That is my NCC CQMS. I was CQMS NCC with C certificate. That's my dress that time.
Okay, great. Okay. Do you have any more fond memories of this
military school? Gosla Military School. I won the horse race, and I was also in the good shooting. With some 202 rifle and all, and we did a good presentation during last day when the parents are coming to see how the kids have performed. So I took part in that, a demonstration of a horse riding and all. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Next, go please. Little bit forward. Yeah. Where is this?
This was the latest with Mr. Vivek ji. Indian Institute of Skiing and Mountaineering. We did a course in this January 2022. Very recent, yeah. So that's the ski store is there. It's a very beautiful institute, and one must really experience the ski, because it's like putting a new leg into your feet, and you're trying something different. It was tough. It was not that easy, because wearing a ski and just standing at one place also is a task, So, but I could manage somehow and learn something.
You are very humble, but that's not what I heard from Vivek ji.
No.
I think Vivek ji, you can also comment on wherever Kedanji is simplifying himself on his adventures. Okay, please. Okay, where is this, Kedanji? Where is this?
This is Kashmir Great Lakes, a beautiful trek, I should say. It's in Jammu and Kashmir area, where you do 3 passes almost, and see some 7 to 8 lakes are there. Very beautiful trek.
Can you say the name again?
Kashmir Great Lakes. They say KGL, Kashmir Great Lakes trek of Jammu and Kashmir.
Okay, great. So I think, once the GlobeTrekkers are, some of us at least, who are ready to take on these kind of higher mountains, probably you will be our guide.
Absolutely. Anytime. This was during AMK. We say Alang, Madangarh, and Pulang. It's like 2 days rock climbing and rappelling trek of Sayadris that we have. It's a beautiful trek around, and you can do all this technical climb up and down. So.
But no snow here, just mountains and rocks.
Here in Sayadri is no snow, of course.
Of course, yeah. And can you comment on the equipment that you are wearing? I mean, you seem to be having a very technical gear over there.
It's usually you have mainly the harness where you have a figure of 8, then carabiners and helmets and mittens that you wear into your hand. Some voice.
Can the other people mute, please? There is a lot of background noise. Yeah, Kedanji, go ahead, please. Sorry.
Yeah, so you need all these equipments and ropes and everything with the good shoes, and with the belay also sometime that it can give you safety rope also.
Yeah.
So it's a very good technical climb that, but one must train yourself for such climbing,
Kedanji, also like, does, as you know, amateur climbers ourselves, one has to buy all these, or how do you manage all
No,
this?
no. Normally, when you are going with a group,
Yeah.
it's they only give you, they issue you all these things, and that's how
Okay.
they charge. It's a small rental thing also sometimes that you can have it on rental. No need to buy everything right now, because you go to other institutes for training also. They provide you all the most equipment. Only your shoes.
Mhm.
Shoes are your own shoes that you have to buy good shoes. Other equipments, when it is technical climb, they will provide you everything.
Okay. And this was for how many days, Kedanji, if you
This
remember?
was 2 days trek. Normally
Yeah, 2
people do
days.
it even in 3 days, but we did it in 2 days time because there are 3 mountains that you do climb. So we did 2 mountains in a day and the next one like
And
that.
the altitude would have been somewhere like?
Altitude will be around this, could be around 4,000 feet height, roughly.
4,000 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Vinodji, can you go ahead, please? Okay.
Yeah,
This is
this was
also
also
part
the
of that?
same. This was also the same place, same track, but a different mountain, as I told you. Alang, Madangad, and Pulang. These are very
All three.
well-known technical climb. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Next one, please. Okay. So,
This is Sarpas.
Sarvas. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. The serious
Sarpas.
ones.
It's a wonderful track, I'll tell you. I mean, in the mountains with lot of snow. The last camp is totally in the snow, and the pass itself is like a whole day. You start in the morning around 4 a.m. and you complete by 4 p.m., something like that. It's a beautiful trek. One must do it.
And what kind of weight were you carrying, Kedanji, if you remember?
Around 10 to 12 kg weight will be there, and then you have to wear all the
Okay.
jackets and everything with the headlight also, because you go very early in the morning, start there, and usually there might not be a sunlight sometimes. So, but it was wonderful track. I should say that.
Okay, what's the kind of temperature that you want?
Temperature is always into minus. It's a summer time that you do this trek. It's not winter, and still on the top when you are at around this 12 to 13,000 feet above sea level. So there the temperatures are around -5 to -10 in between, something like that. Next.
Can I ask you a very bad question? How tired are you in that picture? How tired were you in that picture?
I am not tired. I am not tired. You will not see my face dull in any track.
That's great. I think Vivek would definitely would second me on that. That he is never tired. So I just wanted Kedanji to be pushed on to that. Asking how tired you are. He said you will never find me tired.
No, you will never find him tired after a grueling day of ski. Like there was blizzard and we would ski 3 to 4 hours in the morning session and 2 hours in the afternoon session. He will come back and he's energetic, pushing up. We'll all come back and lie down on our beds and he's pushing us. Oh, come on, let's go and have tea. Let's go.
My God.
And he would take out his phone and then he has started another hobby. Now he sings. On karaoke, he sings. So while other people are lethargic, Kedanji picks up his phone and then he is singing those old
Hindi melodies,
songs and melodious voice.
That is good sport. Finally, even after a gruesome trek, people would want to just lie down and sleep. But here is a man who's actually motivating others into another sphere of entertainment.
Dr. Sam, let me interrupt you, but by saying, when I sing, I do breathing exercise. Yeah, it's one kind of a good breathing exercise as well.
Wow, that is why we call this session a wisdom session. That is something like a wisdom. When you sing, can you explain that, please?
See, it's breathing because you have to sing like slok or anything that you sing or speak. It's a good rhythm and you have to catch on and hold the rhythm of that song. And that's a very good lung exercise, I should say. Yeah. It's
Hmm.
pranayam. Indirectly, it's a pranayam.
It is
that we do. And
entertainment as well
it's a
as healing.
meditation. Yeah. Entertainment, meditation, everything. So I think I am exercising by entertaining others as well. So that's why I love it.
That is so great.
My voice is
Okay.
not good. I am not a singer, but
Okay, so next one here. Such
yeah,
a blissful phase here. I think you are on top of some mountain and then or on a paragliding or something. I don't know. What is this?
Yes, yes. I did that paragliding in Beer Billing. Beer Billing. It's near Mandi,
Okay.
Kulu Manali region side.
Mhm.
It's the best place to do paragliding. And of course, that was my first paragliding that time. And that was before Sarpas. Yes. This I did it just before Sarpas. I had one extra day. So I went there first. I did paragliding and then I joined the track. So something like that. Yeah.
Were you afraid? How was the wind?
No, I was not afraid. I was alone, but I was not afraid. I'm not afraid of heights or anything. I really enjoy. I mean,
Wow, that is
it's
great.
like, yeah, it's like when you start, that pilot is telling you to jump. It's like you're doing suicide actually. But then you are
Right.
airlifted very well, so no issue, no problem. It's fun. It's fun, really fun. You can enjoy.
Absolutely. Great. Next one, please. Okay.
Yeah, this
Here
was
is a man,
Hamta
accomplished man.
Yeah, yeah. This is Hamta Pass. Hamta Pass. Right?
Hamta Pass. Okay. And
Yeah,
where is
so
this?
it is also in this region of Spiti Valley.
Mhm.
It's a very nice trek. A little bit easier that compared to Sar Pass and Chandrakhani Pass and all that. But a nice track. A very, very beautiful track. Yeah.
Okay. Next one, please. Okay.
Oh, this is.
You're ready to sing, I think. You're ready to sing.
Not singing. My daughter is a fashion designer. That the younger one who wrote this
Okay.
about me, and she's always inspired by me. And so she has her own company called Code Knot, and we as a family always promote each other's product. Yeah. So
Okay.
I do promote, and I become her product model as such during exhibitions and all. She does good exhibitions around. She's like she makes a fashion accessories like bow ties, pocket squares,
Oh,
and
okay.
suspenders, like many other things. So that's the promotional thing that I do also.
Right. Very good. Okay. Next one. Let's all check out, the fashion
Yeah,
apparels
this
that,
bow
that we
tie.
are seeing here. So
This is
bow
the
tie.
same
Okay.
one.
This is a bow tie kind of a,
Yeah,
fashion.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. What
Yeah,
about this?
that's January ski time, and it was wonderful skiing around. I mean, this BMC, we all came together and we took part in this particular training because we decided together that let's do a skiing course as well. So we were a few students around, like Vivek ji and myself. We joined one batch, and then the other batch already few students are now doing that course right now. They are still there. So it's a wonderful course that one must join, and it's an Auli, and this is Gulmarg that we have done this course.
Okay,
So,
this is in Gulmarg.
and you
Correct.
have basic course, you have intermediate course, and you have advanced course as well. So it's a beautiful destination, Gulmarg, for skiing.
Kedanji, I think, even as we speak, 3 people from the chat are actually telling us that you are so good a singer with karaoke. And, you do this jamming sessions with your couple of, other friends during treks and all that. So I don't want to miss that part, of highlighting those kind of chats also, which are coming in between as we talk. So really, I mean, I think, one of these days we should make you sing, if not today.
I don't know, maybe many people might run away, I don't know, but I'll try, I'll give my best.
Okay, perfect. What about this, Kedanji? Where is this?
This was Kalu waterfall rappelling. It's in Malsej Ghat region of Sayadri, where we do 2 days of rappelling only, where there are 5 stages of rappelling. The maximum stage, first stage is like 400 feet of
Mhm.
rappelling. And then 400, 300, then 200, 200, and then 100, something like that. So overnight we stay there up after 2 stages. We have campfire and we cook food and eat and all, and then come down. So it's again a very good technical climb, but mostly rappelling, because you are just doing one way of going down only. So it's a beautiful trek. I should say that one must do this kind of treks. Yeah.
I think Sahiti from our group is actually telling us that Sahyadri is actually underrated. What do you think? Is it like it's not very common there?
Yes, you are right. I tell you, Sayadri treks are not easy. They are really wonderful treks. They are very difficult. Some few of them, I can say that they are difficult. Only the thing is, here the height is not that much. The maximum height is Kalsubai of Sayadri, which is 5,000 feet. But the terrains are very difficult. We did, what do you say, Chanderi and Mahishmal. Mahishmal is a very difficult climb. It's a scree mountain, very, very slippery, scree type of mountain, like loose rocks and all. You step and then that rock will fall and something like that. So there are, as you said, yes, they are underrated. People say so, but I tell you, it's excellent climbing areas that one must explore. As you are from south, but come here to our place and we can do a lot of treks together. Yes, I invite all.
Is there enough agencies who don't do it, or we can be on our own, or how is it?
Better to have a local agency sometime, because they know the local terrains. The local guides are there who know the tracks around well.
Absolutely.
And we can really do a good trekking together. Yeah, sure.
Any comments on this one?
This is my BMC photo taken by Vivek ji.
Oh, okay. Okay, where is this?
This is on the top of the mountain, Chauri Khang area. That is our HMI's base camp is there, which is in Sikkim.
Oh, in Sikkim, okay.
It's a beautiful base camp at 15,000 feet. Excellent area, and you should know that that Chauri Khang, that base camp is gifted by the Sikkim's prince that time to Tenzing Norgay, who inaugurated Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in 1954. He climbed Everest in 1953, and 54 he brought up this institute as a Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. But HMI is from West Bengal. Yeah, it's Darjeeling. But the base camp is in Sikkim because it has been gifted by the prince there. So it's a real wonderful place where you have 340-degree mountains around the base camps. Beautiful place.
Next one, please, Vinodji. Okay.
Yeah,
Backpack, heavy backpack.
Carrying around 20 kg only weight.
Okay, and where is this?
This is also the same place. It's like you go and trek for 4 days, 5 days, climbing up and then climbing down. So, I mean, here also, I never stopped. My sirs, my tutors, my instructors always told me, Ketan, go slow. And in mountains, you are not racing. You have to really go slow. Breathe well.
I think Vivek and the gang will definitely support that part.
Yeah, absolutely. And I never stopped myself. I was slow and steady. It's like tortoise. You have to be a tortoise in the mountain, not a rabbit,
Right.
So that's how you can survive for longer. Because normally you do trek of a day or two, Sometime in the Himalayas, you do a 1 week trek, 10 days trek, but 15 days or 30 days of survival in the mountain
It's
is
difficult.
going to really teach you. So you have to be slow and steady and keep your energy and your emotions all upright up in into a more than 100% that you have to give yourself to stay there. I mean, so,
Vinodji next. Yeah. Okay.
this is also you see at the end of the course. At the end of the course, it's 1 month course, and see
You're
this
weather
is
beaten here. I think you are sunburned and weather beaten here, is it?
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Now, if I may
Yeah.
interrupt,
Yeah.
if I may interrupt,
Yeah,
this
Vivekji,
picture
please.
was taken. This picture was taken the 23rd or 24th day of the course.
Of the course,
This
Okay.
is
yeah.
a very well tanned face, and by that day we would have spent almost 12 days at the base camp, 8 days of initial training. So to undergo, see, doing a 4-day trek, 5-day trek at Kedanji just mentioned is relatively easy, but surviving for that long, because every day wears you out. So initial 7-8 days you run. I think there are other batchmates from BMC as well. Every morning you are made to run 5, 6, 7 kilometers. Then you do a 45-minute exercise session. Then you get only 30, 35 minutes to finish your breakfast and back to the classes. So that thing goes on for first 1 week, and then you start your trek. In every day you get up at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then you are out in the mountains. And it's snowing, your classes will continue if it is snowing. We were eating out while it was snowing, and we were so used to it. Like right now in plains, in cities, if even if there is a drizzle, we take shelter, we take out umbrellas. Over there it was snowing and it was normal for us. So this picture on the 24th day with a well tanned face itself tells a story that how sturdy were. And we were 70 students and only 50 were able to finish the course. Now you can imagine.
Absolutely. Thank you, Vivekji, for chipping in. But any more last words on this photo from you, Kedanji?
Yes, this is. I never saw my face in the mirror that time. So this was the photo again taken by Vivekji. He was carrying his professional cameras everywhere. I was carrying only 20 kg maybe, but he was carrying at least around 28 kg.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for all that. Because otherwise I would have never seen my face like that, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. Go ahead, Vinodji, please. Yeah. What about this, Kedanji?
Ice craft. You do ice climbing with ice axe and crampons, and it's tough. It is really very difficult. I will advise all the youngsters to do it at young age, not my age.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I could do it. I completed that course well. But see that you do it in time. That's my really guidance to all the youngsters.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. So we have 10 more minutes for the day to close, but then Vinodji, can you just quickly go to the next photo, please? Yeah, where is this?
Oh my God! This is Mount Renock, where this was the peak that we climbed at 16,500 feet, and
Wow.
and this time when we were doing this climb, we also there was a climbathon arranged by the principal. It's a typical what do you say 75th anniversary that we celebrated recently. So 7,500 feet of square feet of Indian flag was hosted on this Renock Peak that time. So it was not only our BMC course and the peak that we conquered, but it was that climbathon event also, which became like a Asian record, an Indian record, and thankfully we all 49 people's names are there on the certificate, which was signed by our defense minister. Rajnath Singh. So it's really an honor that we have achieved, and we are so glad and happy that I was a part of that team also.
Absolutely fabulous. Absolute. Amazing. Oh, great. Next one, please.
I
Are you celebrating your birthday?
celebrating 61st birthday at 15,000 feet with my principal, instructors, all the friends, students around, and we were at least, I think, 150 plus people at the base camp that time, where there were advanced mountaineering course students. We were BMC, basic mountaineering students, as well as all the staff, faculty. That cake was made lapsi cake. We say it was a sweet dish made by the cooks and everybody. And I was out of the world. I said this was my birthday that I celebrated. It's out of the world. Luckily, so many good memories that I carry forward. And it was wonderful. Really, thank you.
Absolutely. I think Ileha just chatted that he came true with his dream come true. This was his birthday dream come true. What an achievement! Where you love the most. You celebrated your birthday. And that also reminds me that one of our GlobeTrekkers is actually celebrating her birthday today. Manjusha madam from she's celebrating her birthday today. So it's such an auspicious day. We will never forget that. And we had our first wisdom series on her birthday. So happy birthday, Manjusha madam.
Her good name.
Thank you.
Manjusha. She is very much there.
Happy birthday, Manjusha.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. What about this? Where are you? Yeah, go ahead, Manjusha. Please go ahead.
I'm very glad that I am celebrating it with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday. God bless you.
Yeah. God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah. But Kedanji, what is this? What is behind this?
Yeah,
this peak seems to be like
this is again a technical climb, which is Lingana. Lingana, you say it's a again Marshall Ghat area track, which is very tough climbing and then climb down. It's like more than 7 stages of rock climbing that you do. You rope up one place, then go up, then again rope up. Something like that. So it's a very difficult track. Where you start rock climbing from one place and come down from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and only you can say 15 to 20 people can do that. So it's a very tough track of one of the, you can say the toughest track of Sahyadri is Lingana.
Oh, okay. Great. Next one, Vinodji, please. Okay, I think that came to a close with such a wonderful array of pictures and the descriptions. I think we would have otherwise missed it. So thank you, Vinodji, for putting it together. But I think we have a few more minutes, Kedanji, so that if there is any compelling questions that can be people want to ask, now is the time for that. So this is an open forum right now. So please, if anybody could speak up, unmute yourself and speak up, please, so that Kedanji can answer your questions. So open to all of us to ask questions, please.
Hi, sir. This is Arun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just wonderful, sir. I'm having goosebumps actually seeing the photos and the descriptions that you have done. It was so wonderful, so inspiring.
Thank you.
Just wanted to ask, what is a normal day for Kedanji? When do you start? Do you do any exercise? How do you prepare? How do you keep in shape? Just wanted to.
Exercise is breathing. Do you stop breathing? No. So keep breathing, keep exercising. You have to make it a daily routine somehow. You may miss a day or two. You take rest, relax, but no, there is no off day. Actually speaking, you train yourself, keep fit, and then I think and flexibility. I would say you have to be very flexible. Your body has to be flexible. Your mind and your mental strength. Actually, your mental strength will take you to where you want to go. So, if you're physically fit, but again, mentally not fit, which will not be a good help to go a long way. So see that you train your mind and body both. Yeah.
Well, if I may interrupt, he starts when he wakes up from the bed itself. He starts exercising. He does his stretches on the bed itself. Yes, that's his first job. To start the day.
I think, Vivekji, you have more secrets, that Kedanji is not sharing with us. I'm just joking, Kedanji. But anybody else, any more questions, please?
Hello, can you all hear me properly?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, who is there?
We can hear you.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, on behalf of GT, a big thank you for all your time and sharing all the wonderful experiences that you had. We are really awestruck and really, really inspired. So I have actually a few questions, but I'm shortening it to one. After all these years of experience and travel, I'm just curious, is there anything that still scares you? I mean, if I put it in another word, is there anything that still challenges you, or something that still gives you an adrenaline rush in all these years? Just
Yes,
curious.
the adrenaline rush is always there everywhere, and that's how I started that skiing course again at this age, which was missing out. Something was missing out that I did, and of course I want to do a lot of treks around. I mean, there's no end to any peaks in India, and then I go out also in the European countries, in Alps and all, and I try something there also. So I mean, I will go on and on. I will not waste my time. I will take out always time for my outdoor activities, and that keeps me going. And I'm always happy to do that. So yeah, thank you.
As we say, once a trekker, always a trekker.
Always a trekker.
Thank you, Hannah, for that question. But any more questions, please?
Maybe one last one from me. What is the one thing that you've learned or you've reflected on when you were in those mountains or in nature, as you say, because you want to be one with nature, but what's this realization or a moment that, you learned something or it struck you?
By the way, she is my elder daughter, Mileha, Dr. Sam. And, yeah.
Happy to have you
she
here,
is in
Mileha.
Netherlands.
So nice that you're asking questions your dad like this,
Yeah, I've always wanted to know. So
I know. Yeah, go ahead.
That's I felt it when I was on top of that mountain Renok at 16,500 feet on that particular day. And that was, I think, the next day after my birthday. Yeah, it was, I think, 22nd, 21st was my birthday. Am I right, Mr. Vivek? I think so. And I was out of the world that time, and I felt that yes, I should have done that before in my life, a very early stage. It would have been something more different. Today, if I think that if I have to do and climb Everest and all that, it is very difficult. Yes, I can say that, because all these top mountains are not that easy. It's not a cakewalk. I mean, if you go through all the trainings and everything, and then you will really realize. So I will always advise that what I am missing, I want the youngsters that go out, do it today, not tomorrow. Okay, that's my learning out of it. So I will never
question
forget
and an
that
absolute good answer, that this is the day that you should decide to climb and not to wait for years to catch up.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think, in our own group, GT Miller has, I think in our own GT group, there are people who are, Everest, they are looking at it as, achieving it one day. So I think this is the best advice that, Kedanji can give us, that, don't wait, prepare and just hit at it. Do
It's
it now.
today.
You know?
It's
Yeah,
today.
don't
Now.
waste time.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent, excellent, question and answer for the father-daughter duo here. Thank you, Mileha, for joining us and also inspiring us further, by your questions and your dad's answer. Anybody else from GT who wants to question any other questions?
Sir, I'm Rita Prabha from Trivandrum. My question is, what is the driving force or the seal behind your achievement?
It's only nature, love for nature. That's one very beautiful thing, I tell you. Save the nature, be with nature, stay in nature, stay simple as possible, and enjoy the beauty of the creator, which you see in the mountains. I mean, that's my force that I always see and I pursue and I
At the
continue.
top of the mountain, you will be forgetting yourself, right? That kind of
Absolutely,
feeling?
absolutely, absolutely. When I come home, I want to again run away the next day, it's like that. And thanks to my family, they are bearing with me, I think. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I think you are in perfect romance with the mountains.
Yeah,
yes.
dancing with nature.
And my wife she really allowed me since last now 10, 15 years that I am going into the mountains. She doesn't stop me anywhere that I want to go.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
the lighter
Thank
side
you,
of
thank you, Nita.
A supportive partner and a supportive family is all that you need finally.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Great. A great question and a great answer. Any more questions? We are now 8:05, almost touching 5 minutes later, but then we started 2-3 minutes late. But then if there are any compelling questions, please go ahead.
Sir,
yes.
This is Kavita from Trivandrum.
Hi.
Hi, sir. Sir, my doubt is how prepare a beginner trek to Himalaya or Western Ghats?
See, trekking is like a passion that you cultivate in yourself. Okay, it's like, and then slowly and steadily you start with the small hikes and treks for a day. Initially you at least see, it's like saying that people say, those who are Everester also, they say that 5 kg of weight and you run 5 kilometers or jog in 1 hour every day, then you can climb Everest, something like that. So it's like daily cultivating a habit of good brisk walk around with a good stretching and bending, flexible exercises, little bit of Surya Namaskar and other things makes you fit for any trek. But see that you start from first standard, second, and then third, and then go beyond. Not start with the 10th first. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Actually is required. That is what you're trying to say. And slow and steady.
Slow and steady. Yes, of course.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you, Kavita, for that question. And thank you, Kedanji, for that answer. Anybody else, please? I don't see any questions in the chat box. So if there is anybody right now, then otherwise we can wait to for the last words from Kedanji, and then I would probably want Shaji Bhaiya to also come on board and then talk about this program and a little bit about our future plans, etc. So if there are no other compelling questions, Kedanji, I would just want you to reflect back and request you to be part of the GT as a patron member itself, probably because you are the most senior most and most experienced person. But please reflect back, and then if there are any last words from your side, please do. Now is the time for us to listen to that.
What I would say is that make exercise as your routine. Be healthy. See that you eat a lot of healthy food, homely food rather than junk food. Sometimes it's okay. You enjoy junk food as well, but eating healthy, staying healthy, breathe well. I mean, go away from cities. I migrated to Pune just because of that. That I'm born and brought up and educated in Mumbai, but I wanted to always be away from the metros where you will always have a polluted air. So when you breathe your air and water every day, which is polluted, I mean, of course, it is going to hurt you a lot. So see, you keep yourself away. And it's a saying that when you have to visit mountains, why we have temples and other things on the mountain always normally, it's because when you go up there where there is a thin air and which has got less oxygen, we say that, where your body is tend to make more of RBCs to see that lacking oxygen has been absorbed in that and circulated throughout your body. So it's like it is a good healthy thing to do that. That is what is the technically seen thing, that you go in the mountains and your hemoglobin will rise, it's like that. So that's the beauty of nature. That is what I say, that even though there are less oxygen there, but your body will make it or compensate that by producing more RBCs. So I will say, yes, go to the mountains, go there, stay there for a week, 10 days, whatever, and come back energetic, So that keeps you going also for a long, healthy life. Yeah.
Absolutely, words of wisdom from the veteran adventurer, and I don't know how I can describe you in one word, but you are a combination of many things. So thank you so much for this wonderful session. I would ask Shaji Bhai to come over now and then take the stage, and then also address the gathering here today.
I would like to say something about Shaji. He's a wonderful person, and we have met in BMC only. So, and the first day, I think he remembers now. We were in text together. Yes, Shaji? Yeah.
Wow, what an amazing evening it is. I am very bad in dealing my emotions, really.
I know.
I remember the day when I left Yuxo due to my knee injury. I hugged him and I cried a lot in my life. It seems like, hell lot of. He told me one thing, Shaji, you have time and you can come back after fixing your knees or injuries, whatever you can. I'm sorry, I have some vocal cord issues, so my voice is not good enough. So thank you, Kedanji, for being with us on this wonderful evening with the
My
GT
pleasure, Shaji.
GlobeTrekkers. And yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to talk much, especially Vivek Panda is here, Sanjay, Sahidi. I could see some other names, those who are, being with me at Darjeeling when we are doing the course. So thank you for everyone. Especially
Thank you, BMC guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Kedanji, for your wonderful words. I used to call him once in a while, like, once in a month, and he used to encourage me. So, yeah, officially, I would like to express my gratitude and thanks. Yes, from my bottom of heart. This is not mere words, Kedanji. So, we are blessed, I think, to have you here as an opening session. So when we have this idea, our dear Abhilash, he bring up this word, like we can give it as wisdom series. So absolutely, we were hearing those golden words from an energetic person. So thank you very much, Kedanji, for being with us. On behalf of entire GT team and other people, those who are here, thank you very much, and especially others, outside of GT. There are a lot of people joined, especially your family, your daughter is there online, and maybe your friends will be there. I'm not sure because
sure.
there are some 102 people who were there. So that was amazing feeling for us to have a gathering of 100 people from all over India. Absolutely. I'm thankful to everyone who took their time. It's almost 1 hour. We are just crossing 1 hour, and thank you for your time. Time is precious, and thank you, my team, GT. We are a team of 170 now, and we are growing. We are planning to grow bigger than
not
this.
only from India.
And sorry,
Not only from
I'm sorry.
From India, right?
So, yeah, that's all. Vivekji, thank you for your presence here. And thank you, everyone. That's all from my side. And
thank you, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It was a great evening.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Doctor.
I think Shajibai, thank you for that wonderful closing remarks. But to Kedanji, I would just say that probably this is the fate. That we all believe in fate and all that. So Shajibai had to come out of that course, but then he made sure that we will have more people. And he is actually the backbone behind the GlobeTrekkers. Okay,
Wow,
I would proudly want to say that we are all lined up behind him. He is the soul of this organization. He is the backbone of this organization.
I want to see him climbing Everest. Yes,
That's
I want
exactly.
to see him.
So if you look at his the WhatsApp status, it says fitting to be at 8868. So that is his goal. And we are, and he has inspired all of us here, 175 people, and he takes pain and care to communicate every day to all of us. So I think it is by fate that he had his injury, but at the same time, that actually gave rose to this organization, this group, and this community called GlobeTrekkers. So there is a lot of good spirit behind this. I'm sure, those days, with the interaction with you, have also blessed him into conceiving this kind of idea. So yeah, go ahead, please.
I will say a word that our principal also told Shaji. You remember maybe that mountains are always there.
Yeah.
They are there, but you have to be ready. You have to be fit. The climate has to, or the conditions, weather conditions has to support. Everything has to be right at that moment. You may not achieve it for once, twice, thrice, but continue doing it because mountains are always there, and safety first. So Shaji took that good decision to come back home, prepare again, and come back again strongly. So welcome anytime. And I know that's what I said. I want to see him climbing Everest. Okay, do it.
Absolutely. Again, words of wisdom from an experienced man and blessings from that man Shajibai for you and for the GlobeTrekkers. I would say that applies to everyone here. And I just want to say thank you for everybody here. There are a couple of chats who are asking for our social media handles, but you can contact us for all of those kind of things. But then, Kedanji, definitely this is just part 1 or the series number 1 of in the session. We would be coming out with monthly sessions like that. So whenever you are free, please join us, share and enlighten us, this group, and then, along with the other resource persons who are going to be with there. One word to all of the other people here, all the 100 odd people. This is a wonderful session. This was an experience of a lifetime, I would say. And please share this experience into our social media, how it went. If you have taken some screenshots, I would also want everybody to open up their screens for one time, so that we can have a screenshot, a print screen. So that if your cameras are open, then we can really look at taking that photograph also. So if you are okay with your opening your cameras, it'll be great. I can see Rahul
from
Krishna here.
UAE. Doctor, 1 second. We have people from UAE.
Absolutely.
Any other country?
Yeah. See, look at Nitin Jose. I think he is on the treadmill right now. Hi, Nitin. So if you are Rita Madam, if you Kavita, Rita Madam and all that, Rahul, Sanjay Mistry, Shamir, if you can just open up the camera we can take a group picture and a screenshot, and then probably close the session. Abhilash, you're okay there? Rita madam, yeah, okay, great. Kavita ji, Sanjay Mistry, Shamir, if at all we can have a gallery view, then we can actually take a photograph or a print screen at this moment. So I think can all of us do that so that we can share the pictures of the second screen also? Rahul Krishna is here. The second screen has Nitya, Sunil PL, Linto, etc. Yeah, Vajra is there, Riji is there. Okay. So anyway, so thank you so much for doing all this for us. As GlobeTrekkers, I can see a lot of people on the third screen, and I'm not even able to contain everything into one screen. So Hitesh, you are in the third screen, I think. So we are trying to take the print, the screen print of the third screen also. Anyway, so thank you once again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kedanji. You are an indispensable part of GlobeTrekkers. We are not going to leave you now. And so is Vivekji. Vivekji, please make sure that please join with us whenever you are free. We can probably use yourself as a resource person for photography, the mountain photographies, just like Kedanji was saying about your photographs.
And
right?
he's from Highlands.
It will
He's
be an
from
honor to be
Highlands.
a part.
So.
Absolutely. So we will not spare you. We will come back to you. Okay. Once again, thank you so much for all the participants, Kedanji and the senior core members of the GlobeTrekkers, Veronica for arranging all the social media handles, etc. Once again, it's 8:20 now. We have crossed the limit of 1 hour and 20 minutes. I think it was a scintillating session, and we will see you in the next series, number 2 of Wisdom series by GlobeTrekkers. Thank you very much. Keep safe, keep healthy, and all the best.
Thank you, everyone.
All the best. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. 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 Thank you. Thank you.